Welcome back, man. Yeah, it decided to end itself on its own. Um, Hello? Say something. Why are you silent all of a sudden? Say. What do you mean, I? I don't hear your voice. Just, who am I? I know it does. It's like the second time it's done that to me. I feel ready to crumble. You don't know who you are? Huh? You're the bug from earlier, aren't you? Can you speak? I hate feeling left in the dark. I want to know everything. I mean, it's me. Why wouldn't I? But I don't know. I'm completely lost. I have no idea what to do with myself. This guy comes out of nowhere and totally shakes apart everything I thought I knew. I mean, those memories of leaving home are so real I could practically taste them on my tongue. But I didn't sense any hint of deceit in his voice, so I want to believe him. It's all too much for me right now. There are so many things I need to ask you. What happened 1 year ago? Where are you at this very moment? Where was I? How am I supposed to know? I'm here. Answer me. You scared? Yes, I'm terrified. What if I'm not who I think I am? What did he mean by my programming? Are my memories nothing but lies? Am I really alive? Do I even exist in this world? Of course you exist, Sheena Neomia. Alright, seems like you heard me clearly this time. Sorry if I kept you waiting. I managed to whitelist our names in the game's text bank. Can you hear me down there? I'm Arata Mizunashi. Oh, oh, Neomia? That's my name? Yes, that's your real name. Mizunashi. I, I, I can't believe I finally found you. I wish you knew how worried sick we've all been. You're safe in there, right? I was so scared. I missed you so much. Yeah, me too. Mizunashi? Hmm? Where am I? My name is Arata Mizunashi. I'm 27 years old. I am a programmer. If I'm not at home, I'm at work. Ebbs and flows. Each second passed is just another line of code typed. Must save. Code typed. When did I wake up? When did I wake? When did I sleep? When did I start working? When did I stop? And when did I eat last? I don't even take the time to ask myself any of these questions. Each day bleeds into the next, and no one bats an eyelash. But it's all okay. I just keep on going.
Again? You were obsessed with that bread.
Hi, Torn.
You practically eat them for every meal.
Moo.
Don't you get
This is where I
tired of the
work.
same thing?
Enigma Games. A small game development company where we work on software on behalf of game publishers. Much of what we do is kept under wraps by non disclosure agreements. My coworker here, who shows little care for NDAs, is Sumika Tokiwa. She works on a project separate from my team, but she is undoubtedly one of Enigma's top programmers.
Don't worry. I just finished working on a huge block of code, so I wanted to pick on you during my break. Here you go. No problem. Huh. Looks like someone had a productive evening. Your code. I can see the progress you've made on your monitor. 300 lines in one day is something to be proud of. Oh, loosen up. Who cares? We're both employees for the same company. As far as I'm concerned, my work can be an open book to you. I already told you. I just wanted to pick on you. Seems like our most recent spat left a good impression on you. I know you've got the skill to pull it together, but ever since she went missing, you've seemed totally disinterested in this project. Oh, yeah. I didn't mean to reopen old wounds. I just hoped you could understand. That's not what I meant. You don't seem to get it, so I'll tell you as many times as you need to hear it. This isn't your fault. You shouldn't have to shoulder that burden on your own. Hey, I just realized that bread you like so much, I mean, Sheena used to buy those from the shop downstairs, didn't she? Let me guess. Before you knew it, you were hooked. Sounds like some Pavlovian training. What's the matter? I think everyone's entitled to slip into bad habits now and then. We just passed a year since Sheena went missing, haven't we?
World Odyssey, sometimes abbreviated as WOD for short. Enigma staked the company's fate into developing a VR MMO program, which in short is which is short for virtual reality massively multiplayer online game. Much to much of its larger development infrastructure was put into place by a well-known corporation, Aggle Inc., a few years ago, a game engine that they released made headlines. It was an immersive cloud based system known as the Alice Engine. Sheena Neomia, a fresh faced director full of imagination and enthusiasm, held the project with her, and the Alice Engine confirmed. I hope. Okay. I hopped on the project as the game's primary programmer. We set out to make something never made before, a fully realized fantasy world. However, in the middle of development, the Alice engine began producing a series of bugs that were proving impossible to fix. To make matters worse, Sheena Neomia, our fearless director, had suddenly vanished. We had no choice but to halt development for WOD. We made it to the alpha stage of the build, but the assets were immediately frozen, and Apple froze their funding too. We heard it all. We knew that it couldn't be done. It was too much of a burden for some young girl to do by herself. I couldn't help but seethe with anger hearing everyone shift the blame onto her and whisper behind her back.
Things go south, it's easy to push the blame onto a newer employee, but you were beating yourself up too much for how you handled having her on your team. From my point of view, at least, you weren't that strict. I don't think she took the pressure badly either. Don't be so hard on yourself.
Well, cut me open, why don't you?
It's practically written on your face. You're all, everything's my fault, or I'm so sorry, Sheena. Would you mind
Tokiwa
doing that piece
puffed her
again?
cheeks playfully as she pointed her fingers towards my face.
Come on, just one more time. I'll stop bothering you if you make that face again.
That made no sense. Just leave me be. If you want me, we'll just go away.
Then, from out of the blue, something was thrown onto my desk.
Whoa! How about a warning first? Kind of pervy, don't you think? Arta, I have the sample you asked for. I followed all your design specs, right? For a heroine-themed movie mouse pad.
Not right now.
Wow. Did you ask the marketing team to work on samples for this? What a turn. Well, I guess considering our target audience, it shouldn't surprise me at all. I think I followed your suggestions to the T, Arta.
This feisty woman is Lydia Nolan. She's the Enigma's chief character design. Her Japanese is so good that it's almost hard to believe that she's a foreigner. She is a master of art of conversation to the point that I can't keep up with how quickly she goes through internet catchphrases. She's a ball of passion who pours her soul into her work and her hobbies. It certainly shows.
Would you quit it?
You asked for this, Arta? Don't tell me that you used Sheena as a model for the heroine.
About that.
Jeez! And you even went ahead and got the right proportions for her bust.
Ah!
Aw. It's a little too flat-chested, isn't it? Nothing that can't be fixed. Just need to add some padding over here.
Okay, good night.
Sigh. Today was tougher than usual. At least I've got this mail upon. A message. Let's see. Spam, spam, more spam. Yep, more spam here. Huh? This is. Wait, does this underline say World's Odyssey MGMT? Before I continue, I'm going to go take a restroom break. I will be back. I'm back. Oh, for doing my laundry. I'm back. Doing my laundry. Okay. The subject just says, "Hey, got an unread message." I should have turned the preview field on. I can't see what it reads inside, but it looks like there's an attachment here. I can keep talking. Okay, ready? What the hell? It might be a virus, so I shouldn't open it, but I told you I would be doing a whole bunch of voiceovers and reading because there's a lot of dialogue since it's like a kind of like a light novel type of game. There's a lot of reading involved. Pretending to have worked on World's Odyssey just to send an email to someone who actually worked on the game is so stupid. Wait a second. That's when I put my mouse cursor over the sender line. The email address being displayed was Sheena@wad.com. This is from Sheena? Seriously? It was the test email for Sheena Neomia, the girl that had been presumed missing for over a year. I didn't care that it could have been a spam email or some kind of prank. Without a second thought, I clicked it open. Why am I getting an email from her address? Huh? Just as I saw, there was an attachment. I couldn't figure out what its extension was, but it was obvious that the file had been compressed. I tried my best to extract the compressed files with a few basic expansion tools, but for whatever reason, I couldn't open them. Even if I clicked on it, it won't open. Is it a strange zip file or something? I never seen an email like this before. Try as I might, I couldn't open the attachment. My brain was being pulled from all directions. First this underline, now this attachment. My frustration made my cheeks beat red, but there was nothing I could do to open it. What proxy server could this have come from? All the servers should be down. I was at a loss. My next course of action was to access World Odyssey servers, knowing full well they were probably deactivated. What? You've got to be kidding me. After we unplugged the servers, the cache should have been emptied and deleted. How the hell is this happening? World's Odyssey? Hey, what's going on? The screen's becoming erratic. It's buggy as all hell. This is bad. It was nowhere near this messy when I last touched it. How would any bugs be able to penetrate a firewall if its device is shut down entirely? What if I open the control panel? Whoa, this is no good. These lines of codes are totally jumbled. An entire year had passed since the incident. The disappearance of Sheena Neomia. Of course, we had reported her disappearance to the authorities immediately, but never had I been satisfied with how they chose to close the case. We were close teammates who had worked within arm's length for 2 years. We struck a fine friendship, but I'm sure that she'd agree. Sheena was wise beyond her years, but there were moments where her mind would drift off. The company had asked me to take Sheena under my wing so that not only would she be cultivating an understanding of our company, but she would also become an experienced professional, one that our company had planned on grooming to the highest echelon. When stresses from the job got the better of her, I noticed her slip over to the bathroom where I knew she'd cry by herself in the stall. However, it was always done discreetly, never getting in the way from her giving 100%. Her unbridled enthusiasm always surpassed our team's expectations. But what made her truly special was the sincerity in her work. I know because I spent nearly every day with her. Sheena would never ever walk away from her job without any explanation. This game was her life, her legacy. It's hard to imagine anyone walking away from it without any care or remorse. There has to be something fishy behind her sudden disappearance. Nothing else makes sense. The police didn't share my conclusions and were more invested in the belief that she willingly ran off instead of something more nefarious. As Sumika mentioned, I've been feeling hollow ever since. All I wanted was an answer, something to make sense of the tragedy. I even thought that I could hire a private investigator, but both of her parents had passed away and she had no other surviving relatives. For anyone else, that would have been enough reason to leave it be, but neither Tsukima nor myself were willing to do so. Even as the two of us set about clearing out our vacated office, we will find Sheena. Wait a minute. It says there's one active player moving in the server. That's impossible. Maybe if I check the player log, I can see a screen name or something. Account name, Sheena. Status, active. Last online, 3 minutes ago. Sheena, are you in there? Oh, I must have collapsed on fatigue after trying to escape the palace. Sorry, Mizunashi, I fell asleep. Huh? Mizunashi? He's being unresponsive again. Does that mean he logged out and hasn't returned yet? I'm in. Yes. It has to be. There are planes of World's Odyssey right now. I'm sitting in front of Herta's palace. Yo. Ah! You scared me. Oh, are you? I'm Mr. Enigma. Your voice, might you be Mizunashi? Yeah, it's me. Don't you recognize my skin? It's our company's mascot, Mr. Enigma. Oh, of course I do. He's so cute. Why are you using another character's skin? Well, I figured that chatting with you might be difficult if it was just my voice, so I hoped having a visual component would help. Besides, this character gives me access to parts of the codes that I can't normally touch. Admins use the skin to crack down on troublemakers. In order to help you, I need to be able to identify errors in the code directly. This way I can make changes in real time. Kinda perfect, don't you think? Tech savvy as always, Mizunashi. I think that it's a terrific idea. There's one catch though. Because I'm an admin character, I'm not allowed to participate in battle. What? Don't stare back at me like that. I can't help it. I'm impressed by the level of graphical detail in Mr. Enigma. Thanks. Nice of you to mention it. Alright, let's try and make sense of what we know at this very moment. Your name is Sheena Neomiya. You are currently playing a game which you helped create. You remember that much, right? Yes. So, about your body in the real world. What's the matter? You're blushing. Don't put it like that. It sounds so perverted. I'm more than just a body, Mizunashi. What? A body is a body. How else should I describe it? Oh. If you don't like me referring to you as a body, then how about true form? No, Body is fine. Alright then. Going back to the subject at hand. Judging by your response, it seems like you don't know where you are. Why is that? I wish you could tell me. It's disorienting for sure. This world feels more akin to reality than any other at the moment. If I look to my right or my left, I see the textures of World Odyssey environments. I can feel the wind grazing my palm. Well, it's VR. Wherever you are is the real you. You should be wearing the white rabbit on your head. White rabbit? They're goggles that are optimized for games which have what we refer to as the Alice engine. The primary selling point is that it induces a dreamlike state for its wearer. Reality becomes indistinguishable from VR. A dreamlike state. Maybe I could see for myself. Huh? What are you doing over there? I'm trying to find a way to remove my goggles. How do I take them off again, Mizunashi? Well, in order for the VR to work, the game requires all your brain conscious energy. You can't move until you wake up, really. Don't tell me you forgot. I'm sorry, my memory's still so hazy. Hazy, huh? I wonder if her subconscious has trouble sorting her long-term memories with the experiences she made in the game. Sheena, do you have any inkling as to when you started playing World's Odyssey? Nope. Every time I shut my eyes, I recall my past. Everything goes blank. The one thing I do remember is coding World's Odyssey with you and the rest of the team. If I focus too much on it, I feel nothing except for dark, frigid loneliness. For a long time, I couldn't find anyone to talk with. My prevailing sentiment was that I felt scared to death. I see. Sheena, listen to me. In the real world, you have been missing for over an entire year. Missing? What? Is that true? Yeah. We immediately filed a missing persons report with the authorities. Tokiwa and I have initially figured that you were involved in some kind of incident, so we've taken it upon ourselves to search for you. I should have asked you this right away, but what was the choice to go missing on your own volition? I have no clue. It's tough for me to imagine how I got here in the first place, much less who's responsible for it. I see. We were worried sick, having considered all the possibilities to a dismally extent. If her reascending sentiment was, in fact, fear, perhaps she experienced some kind of form of intense trauma that scared her memories, making them inaccessible for the time being. I can't help but wonder what kind of incident might have left her in this state. You see, even with what I have retained from the real world, somehow it doesn't feel as tangible as anything I've sensed in this world. Sure, I remember sitting next to you with my cup of coffee, working on lines of code. But I remember the sights and smells of walking on Meadow World Odyssey just as vividly. It might have something to do with the engine's artificial intelligence control kicking in. What? I have a suspicion that the game has identified you as an anomaly and is trying to erase you, or is trying to assume control of your character. But please don't tell me that. Heh, just kidding. It's impossible for AI to assume control of human consciousness as easily as I suggest. Why do you keep hugging me? Because you're so adorable.
Why are you
Adorable, come on. Huh?
Because you're so
Oh,
adorable.
no, it wasn't like that. I was talking about Mr. Enigma, not you, Mizunashii. Don't worry, Mizunashii. I don't find you cute. I wasn't fishing for compliments. For her to do a 180 so adamantly is disconcerting on its own. In any case, let's focus on locking you out of here so that you could wake up in the real world. Something unnerving is afoot. Oh, though, that's enormous hole in the sky was unleashed a chain reaction of bugs all over this game. I see, so the hole in the sky was a bug. Where'd it go? Where did what go? I've been trying to access the master UI panel to initiate a manual user logout, but the menu is nowhere to be found. You must be mistaken. There's no way that's possible. Wait, you're right. I can't perform the function on my end either. Do you think the bugs have something to do with it? We can't rule out the possibility, but our predicament could be more dire than we had originally anticipated. Meaning, in the same way that our names were somehow blacklisted from the in-game chat function, I see other signs of third-party tampering in our code. Are you telling me that we've been hacked? Well, that's my guess. Even so, whoever it is, this person is in the know enough to identify the main programmer and the director of one of our unannounced titles. Blacklisting two of the key developers for this game before its release is a little suspicious, don't you think? My hair's standing just thinking about it. I mean, given the World's Odyssey servers are running when the project was halted over a year ago, is a major red flag. So long as the source code is vulnerable in someone else's hands, we need to log you out as soon as possible to bring you back. But how the hell am I supposed to escape this world? I have no idea where I am, how I got here, or how to log out. Wait a minute. What about the failsafe function? Remember the ending engage? What? You're right, I totally forgot about that. The beautiful thing about World's Odyssey is that despite being an MMORPG, there's a definite end to it all. I wanted the players to return to reality in a sheer awe of what they saw, an experience unlike anything they've ever seen before, right? Our wish was that our designs and stories to inspire gamers in the same way that we were inspired, breathless and ecstatic. Yes. I can't help but feel frustrated that for now, this is our only option to get you out of here. But for the time being, it'll have to do. So let's head to the penultimate world to destroy the final boss and catalyze the ending engage. Got it. Oh, wait, I'm starting to feel like myself again. If I can clear this game and log out, then I'll wake up in the real world in no time. I could finally see Tsukumiya and Lydia again, and you too, Mizunashii. Right? I'll be right beside you until the very end. So don't you worry about a thing. Our next destination, mystical sky capital, Odysseia, right? You know the way there, right? Of course, I helped create the world. Created after all. at the palace, bad memories came flooding back to me, and I ran back outside. What the entrance is sealed? There might be another entrance around the back, right this way. Ah, they don't call you the princess for nothing. Let's head to the throne room, hurry. Okay. Huh? Say, aren't you Sheena? What a coincidence to run into you here. Oh, Rook, what are you doing here? Man, if I had known you were heading this way, then we could have traveled here together. Don't be so shy next time. Haha, alas, it was not in the cards. Huh? When we had our first encounter, I was actually en route to another kingdom. Between you and me, there are plenty of rooks throughout this world. Wait, what? Plenty of rooks? What do you mean by that? You see, originally there was just me. Ever since this thing latched onto me, however, the most outlandish thing has been happening. You're right, you got signs of a curse on your arms too, Rook. When I became possessed by this, whatever it is, I somehow been multiplied. Multiplied? There are multiple versions of me scattered across the world, remarkably bizarre, if I do say so myself. Luckily, I retain control of each and every version of me, a singular consciousness at the helm of multiple bodies. Frankly, I see it as a blessing from the Lord. What better way to expand my business than with multiple merchants that I can trust? Does having multiple versions of yourself ever get to you, though? I would be lying if I said that it doesn't, but compared to how others have been affected by the curse, I have no room to complain. Oh, seems like Lily is really confused. Mizunashi had mentioned before that multiple versions of Rook were appearing as a result of the bugs. The bug is producing multiple copies of him. Precisely. Ah! Where did this bear come from? The lines of code enabling Rook to fast travel between locations has been corrupted. Instead of teleporting him, the game simply makes a copy. Oh, Mr. Enigma. You can't just appear out of the blue and scare us like that. Look how you startled Lily. Who cares? I have no time to worry about every time someone gets upset. Jeez. Has a new customer come to browse my wares? Oh, I'm Enigma the bear. Don't worry. I'm not a threat. Right, Sheena? At this rate, I might be able to finish chapter 1. Oh, right. He's a friend of mine. She has a talking bear as a friend. Apologies if I scared you. Please don't mind me. Continue on with your conversation. He's so cute. Sheena, might I make a suggestion? A suggestion? Yes. As compensation for you having saved one version of me from a pack of vicious monsters, I would like to offer you my services. Would you do me the honor? Wow, of course. On the map I marked a symbol showing where each of my coloned selves is. There are safe zones where marchers rarely appear. You are free to make camp at these locations at your leisure. I will also give you a signal so that you can summon me at any time. I shall stock my wares frequently to cover any of your needs on and off the battlefield, so you can be sure to check back with me often. Got it. Thanks a whole bunch, Rook. No need to thank me. I should be thanking you for the increased business. Ha 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 ha. Rook? Yes, my lady? Oh, please, just Lily is fine. I am in no position to answer by my royal title. But, please, very well, Lily. How might I be of service to you? Do you happen to sell anything I could use as a weapon? A weapon, you ask? Please, don't tell me you were thinking about entering the fray. These are dangerous times, my lady. My heart has already decided. Even if it means putting myself in harm's way, I must show bravery. I do not plan on sitting idly by while Miss Sheena risks her life for me. Lily. Then how about this? It's an elegant weapon, one that would keep you at a safe distance while offering a means to protect yourself. My, what a gorgeous bow. I can't believe how light it feels in my hands. Many thanks. I would be honored to use this. How much of it? Oh, please, I couldn't bear to accept money from the princess herself. Take it, I insist. No, I must pay my dues to honest merchants like yourself. As a member of the royal family, I cannot rest on the graces and deeds of good people. In fact, I refuse to do so. What was that? I see your reputation precedes you, my lady. You are wise beyond years. Then if I may accept my gift at a lower rate than what my customers usually receive. Consider a gesture of faith to the crown. Oh my, is this what my subjects refer to as a discount? Indeed, a token of goodwill for you in your journey, my lady. How wonderful! I can't thank you enough. Hopefully this will do. Oh, sorry, have I acted out of turn? I thought this might be an acceptable response for your generosity. I apologize. The rituals and custom amongst townfolk are somewhat foreign to me. Oh, not at all. I am merely humbled that you would show such kindness to a lowly merchant like me. Now, everyone, please travel safely. Hopefully, our next meeting is sooner rather than later. I shall await your signal. You'll meet her later on. It is gonna be a bit till we get her, I guess. She's also a merchant, though. Her name is Clea, or Clea, and her race is an Oni, if I remember correctly. But she uses dual pistols, but they're like, she also has like blades and all that. I really like her. So what I'm going to say though is these characters like Lily, I, Clea, and Lucille and Cecilia, their characters are all going to be different from their in-game stuff. And that's because they were real life people that got transported into this game. Kind of like Sheena was. Which is why they all have buggies. But I did send a picture of her to the thing. Yeah. That's my favorite character. Okay, what are the options for lunch today, Torn? Miss Sheena, I hope that I haven't stepped on your toes when I expressed my interest in fighting alongside you. However, as the Princess of Herdis, it is my right by birth to act in the best interest of my people. Okay. Thanks, Lily, but if we're backed into a corner or surrounded by monsters, then try not to act too rashly, okay? Okay, understood. Are you sure I can fight with you, though? I thought for sure that you'd refuse me. I'd never do that. The more the merrier. Oh, and please call me Sheena. First names will do fine for the both of us. Okay then, Sheena. Lily, you're making me blush. Now our friendship is official. Also, I seriously think that Lily is gay. I severely think that she's gay. But I love it. Friendship? Ahem. Mind if I chime in now? I hope I'm not interrupting your lovey-dovey display. Lovey-dovey? Psst. Be a bit more careful, okay, Sheena? Huh? Mr. Ignimpa? Don't give yourself away. I can hear you inside my head. I'm using a private voice chat so that the others can't hear me talking to you. Moo. You can speak using this chat too. Just picture my Enigma avatar in your head, then communicate with me directly. Give it a shot. Like this? Can you hear me, Mizunaishi? Loud and clear. Whoa, pretty convenient. Anyway, as I'm sure you've seen by now, Lily's got a little atoma bug just like you do. Yes, actually, hers was bouncing on my knee just now. It seems fully sentiment. On a side note, those spider legs attached to your thighs are a bug too, right? Oh, you mean these dingly things? So popcorn, chicken, garlic butter noodles, burritos, eggs, and rice, ramen, chili crisp. I'm all for garlic butter noodles at this point because they sound better than anything else. But that's just me. I can't do mustard. I'm allergic to it. Yes, I realized right away that the dangly legs were a sign that something was off in the game. Sheena, would you mind not saying dangly so much? Huh? Is something the matter? For my sake, please. Okay. Anyway, can we leave the legs alone for now? It doesn't seem like any of the others can see the bug floating right in front of them. Considering how much it moves, you think that Lily would have said something by now. Has she brought it up to you before? Maybe she's just unsure of what it is. It has a mind of its own after all. I bet she's just afraid of talking about it. Maybe not. Doesn't she look amused by it? Maybe. Who wouldn't laugh? It's so cute. We can't say for certain though, can we? No one else is looking at it. We shouldn't beat around the bush. Let's ask her directly. Right. Still, it's strange that no one else is reacting. Lily has joined the party. Hey, Lily, can you see this little bug? Don't tell me that you can see it too. Yes, actually, I've been able to see it this whole time. I can see it too. Sheena has one that's similar, albeit purple instead of yellow. What a relief. I no longer have to pretend like it doesn't exist. Oh, sorry. It seems that mine has taken to you, Sheena. Hey, come back. Is it mustard seeds? Because I can't ditch on due to it. Mustard in general makes it to where I can't breathe. It's the same allergy as my mom. Kind of like how I have a shellfish allergy, but I can have a certain amount of it, so it's not as severe. This bug, as you call it, had suddenly appeared on my body. First, as a weird bump, but over time it developed a mind of its own. I assumed it was a physical manifestation of the Atoma itself. Oh, could you tell me a bit more about how it began acting on its own accord? It was then that I had been falsely accused and imprisoned for assassinating the Queen. My guards were my only line to the outside world. I was informed that scores of innocent people were mysteriously dying as a result of Atoma's scourge, and many others disappeared. Oh, I recognize that term. The merchant from earlier mentioned the same thing to me. He said something about people disappearing like smoke. Yes, personally, I believe those missing were abducted with some kind of dark, evil magic. From what I was told, there were a handful of survivors from the event, but they live in constant fear of the Atoma and the martyrs. No matter how badly I had wanted to understand the plight of those who were infected, there was little that I could actually do. Eventually, the kiss of the Atoma took the form of a painful bruise. I had believed that I too would soon succumb to this deadly curse. Just as I accepted my fate, this one popped out. Piki kiki! Bagu! When I first met you, Sheena, you could imagine the surprise on my face when I noticed that you were carrying around an Atoma just like me. I wouldn't call it carrying around so much as it tends to follow me wherever I go. Piki kiki! Bagu! Huh? Are they playing with one another? Well, by the looks of things, it looks like they're sniffing each other out. Maybe they recognize each other as friends. Hehe. The way one circles around the other looks like they're having fun. How precious. Don't get too attached. At the end of the day, they're still connected to the Atoma. It is important to note the common thread in how these two Atoma bugs appear, which seems to be periods of extreme stress. I find it likely that there might be others who also have Atoma bugs that behave just as these two do. Ooh, that sounds even better than what I thought. Yeah. I want some popcorn chicken. Slingshots into me torn. Lily, do you happen to know anyone else who possesses anything like these two? I don't. Ever since my escape, I've been doing my best to keep a low profile, so I haven't had much contact with anyone besides you two. Yeah! Slingshot! Now that you mention it, Lily, you said that you were locked up in a heavily guarded prison, right? How were you able to escape? Yep. Yes, I did. No, well, the chaos sown by the Atoma Scourge diverted the attention of the kingdom's authorities to other, more pressing matters. So after enough time had passed, one of the prison's guards let me escape out of pity. Once I had gotten out, I took to wandering through a nearby town and saw others who bore the mark of the Atoma on them. Unfortunately, however, they were unable to control the Atoma and were subsequently devoured without a chance to get away. Sheena's Atoma tried to eat her when it first activated too. Which means it has the ability to eat people whole whether or not it breaks off from its host. Like, it's like a carnivorous virus. Lily, thank you so much for sharing that with us. I'm sorry if I'm reminding you of what must have been a difficult, painful memory. It's fine. These are desperate times. Each of us needs all the help we can get. Sharing our stories means being able to join in on our fight. I consider myself quite fortunate to have met you two. The two of you. Oh my god. Bugoo. The sound effects. Bugoo. I know. We can call them buggies. What? Mr. Bear, let's call these things buggies from now on. Atoma isn't cute at all. Bugoo? Hehe. It's kind of like a baby. Right? Are you okay with that, Mr. Bear? I don't care, but are they worth giving a nickname to? I understand that they're dangerous beings, but if we have to coexist with them anyways, you might as well find them cute. Do as you please, as long as you know that they're dangerous, I'm good. Anyways, your naming sense hasn't changed one bit. Thank you. That wasn't a compliment. Giggle. Mizunashii, remember Lily's original design? I remember her hair being far more print and blonde, a style befitting a queen. Oh yeah, huh? Well, I don't remember the details for a single NPC we made. Lily's current design is cute, but the fact that she changed so much throws me off. Do you think this has something to do with the bugs? Probably. Maybe the assets of her character model got shifted or something. I should ask Lydia, our character designer. What is spaghetti squash? So Lily's an escaped convict and has joined our party. This a far cry from her original plotline, huh? Well, obviously, irregularities throughout all the world's odyssey, like you and the Atoma, are to be expected by now. Given that the bugs have changed everything from new monsters to producing clones of Brooke, strange NPC behavior seems almost tame. Irregularities. Would you mind not referring to me as some line of code? What I mean was, you wanted me to mention how peculiar it is that Brooke and Lily are exhibiting changes that are aligned with their original programming, right? Although they are NPCs, you must remember that the Owl's engine is powering the core of their decision-making process. This AI is like magic. Somehow they're able to make split-second decisions, thinking and reacting in a way indistinguishable from humans. To some degree, they're as human as you or me. Yes, judging from how they describe their thought patterns, this AI is scarcely complex. Scarily complex. I must admit, the implications frighten me. What's going on here? We should have been able to reach the throne room through this hallway. The pathway seemed to have been sealed off. Let's find another way. When your buggy is present, there is a 50% chance to trigger a support skill battle. Additionally, when the amount of field bugs falls below 50%, you can press the touchpad button to summon Arata Mizunashi. Aha, give me my treasure chest. I got my treasure chest. Now, yes, check the library. Welcome to the menu World Odyssey. In it, you'll find numerous functions that are sure. Pizza's better. You know what? I'll get some food at 2. And then I'll eat some pizza. In it, you'll find the numerous functions that are sure to be useful at the beginning of adventure. Various bits of information needed to progress the game can be found in the library. Progressing through the story will unlock new bits of information, important information. Be sure to check back then often. That I didn't mean to do that. The hands of the clock were pointing at 6:45 a.m. The sky was turning white from dawn, and I could see a beam of sunlight peeking through the curtains. Eagle Inc. had ordered an immediate halt on the development of the VR MMO RPG World Odyssey, which meant that its servers were deactivated. But I discovered that Shina Naomiya, the game's director, who had been missing for a year, was stuck inside of it. I immediately called Sumika Tokiwa. Hello, this is Tokiwa. Tokiwa, it's me. I found her. Shina, the girl who went missing. I finally found her. Sorry, I can't come to the phone at the moment, but please leave a message at the beep. Tokiwa, it's me, Mizunashi. I discovered Naomiya's whereabouts. Call me as soon as you hear this message. Phew. Oh, I shouldn't show Lydia the updated character model of Lily to see if any other NPCs have the same alterations made. Pigtails, huh? She looks more like a Harajuku girl than a princess. Mizunaishi remembered Lily's original design. I remember her hair being far more primped and blonde, the style befitting of a queen. Oh yeah, huh? Well, I don't remember the details of every NPC we've made. Lily's current design is cute, but the fact that she's changed so much throws me off. Do you think this has something to do with the bugs? Probably. Maybe the assets of her character model got shifted or something. I should ask Lydia, our character designer. I should give Lydia a call too. I sure hope she's still awake. How weird, it went straight to voicemail. Maybe I should try calling again. Huh? Lydia, is that you? The number you're trying to reach is busy or is in a location with poor reception. Damn, her. She probably slept in because we got the day off today. I bet anything she spent all night binging some anime, then decide to use the rest of the time of today recovering. I should just send her a screenshot over a text message. If she's in charge of the character design, then she'll know if any other characters have changes similar to Lily's. I opened the window and the fresh morning air came drifting in, cleansing my room. I'm beat. I take a solace in that she's alive and safe, but I won't rest until we know where her body is. I'ma do the same though. Shino, where could you be? A sigh. Here you can view Arta's inventory skills and whatever information you have gathered, triggering events by speaking to people in order to obtain useful information. When you have gathered enough information, the distortion blocking Shino's path will disappear, allowing you to progress further. But I shouldn't have done that. That was my mistake. I like how it gives me all the stuff from what I've had before. Creepy, but okay. Let's see here. Oh, I guess I did need to go there. Okay. But before that. Okay. Okay. Canada Dry to drink. Why does it sound like ginger ale?
Why does it sound like you?
I'm gonna go get some pizza real quick. I'll be right back.
I'm gonna go get some pizza real quick. I'll be right back. Yeah, but it would have to be around 6. Yeah, because if when I'm playing IDV with my friends for rank. Love you. Mr. Enigma. Okay. I am back. I have my food. I can't get a hold of either Sumika or Lydia. Neither of them have responded to my texts, and the S&Ms isn't showing up as them as red. I didn't feel like going back to sleep, so I found myself heading back to the office. Today was supposed to be my day off, but I don't really mind coming in. Every other department has team members who come to the office on their days off, bouncing from cubicle to cubicle to say hello.
Either they must be lonely, or the office is more of a home than their actual home. If I had to guess, it's probably because of the atmosphere here reminds people of the college club or something. It must be nice. Not to brag, but Enigma is located in a wealthy financial district among a smattering of tall high rises looming over Tokyo. Our company only has a staff of 30 people, and yet we got a fancy building right beside my stop at the train station. Our CEO is a wizard programmer who made his fortune in the gaming industry before founding Enigma. He played it smart by choosing not to have our company expand too quickly, opting instead to invest in a great work environment for his staff. His philosophy is best summed up as an elite environment for the elite team. I got no room to complain about it. It's just an ideal commute, and there's even a giant shopping mall nearby. It's nice to see our company logo on one of the swankiest buildings in town when I enter. Today, however, my normal commute was interrupted by the sight of what appeared to be news reporters and cameras. Each time I take a bite, there's words to read. A flurry of microphones were aimed towards me by reporters, followed by their eager cameramen, as I found myself suddenly surrounded.
What's the meaning of this? You work for Enigma, right, sir? Can you spare a minute to tell us if the recent crisis is in any way related to, huh? Japan's financial stock exchange has been totally shut down, which has sent ripples across stock exchanges around the world. Can you explain what this image might mean? Hold on, wait just a second. It's true, yes, I work for Enigma, but I don't know what kind of crisis you're talking about. So you do work here. Does your company accept the responsibility for the financial crisis? Maybe there are hackers in your very own department. Hang on. Not you two. What do you mean what I did?
I watched on a big telescreen as the breaking news echoed gradually over my bewildered head. I couldn't believe it. Something was able to monopolize the operating systems of every digital device on Earth was baffling. What was most terrifying about it, however, was that it seemed totally random. The news reporter was quick to blame this attack on some hacker, but I wondered why the reporters were at our doorstep. What could it all mean? Just as I thought to shrug it off as nothing, I performed a double take to what I saw on the screen. Yuki, I swear to God. It's not your name, but I know your voice actor. It made no sense. The image displayed on the featured victim's hack device was clearly the login screen for World's Odyssey. What was going on? It all had to be one big nightmare, right? I uttered this sentiment to myself as I ran away aimlessly. Each breath I took was more pain than the last, like a crescendo of a bell ringing in the pit of my stomach. I felt panic and sweat drip from every pore in my body, and my head spun from terror. It only took 3 hours for the cyber attack to affect devices worldwide from midnight until 3 a.m. Who or what was capable of attacking electronic devices on this kind of global scale? Normally, firewalls are strong enough to protect data entry from any normal PC or cell phone. Hacking every PC and cellular device simultaneously would be impossible unless you're a mad genius. But even as my lungs struggled to draw breath, I had sprinted as far away as from the recorders as my legs would take me. A series of questions swirled in my anxious mind until I finally managed to find my way home. Meep! Hello, this is Tokiwa. Sorry I can't come to the phone at the moment, but please leave a message at the beep. Damn it, Tokiwa. I can never get a hold of you. Nor can I get a hold of anyone else. God damn it, what's going on? Because the login screen for World's Odyssey was plastered on every screen on account of a global cyber attack, internet forums began connecting the dots and determined that Enigma was at fault, wasting no time to bash our company at every opportunity. To make matters worse, Apple's news divisions made sure to deflect the blame from the cells and Blessed towards us in their broadcasts. For a second, I was sure that our CEO would know how to pivot from this controversy, but his hands were understandably tied at the moment. He always mentioned how his dream was to make the world a better place with our games. What can I do? explore and press the X button to perform an attack. Use the skill to ambush enemies in battle. If the simple attack is successful, your party will double in speed and gain status immunity, making it easier for your team to strike first. Failing a simple attack, however, will leave you at disadvantage. When selecting commands with triangle, you may learn a new skill on the fly, depending on the order the skill selected. For example, if you select Meti for Sheena's first and second slots, you may unlock an upper level skill. If the chance to use flash drive occurs, a light bulb icon will appear. That I knew. Just killed them all. In order to get rid of the distortion World's Odyssey, you need Arata Mizunashi's help. If you get stuck in a dungeon, try investigating in the real world. Access the menu with triangle and press R2 to call Arata. Is it a little or... Yeah, it is. It never works. I love having the ultimate weapons on them. Ew, I really want to though. Sheena tips. Sheena excels in close combat and buggy skill. She has a slight chance to inflict slow to all surrounded enemies. I don't know why, but when the battle reminded me of a... That's her, if you do 3 hits, it's a knockback system, and if it runs into the other characters on the field, it's literally playing ping pong. It's amazing. She can always nullify anyone who has been poisoned, as well as increasing the item drop rate at the end of each battle. Furthermore, there are some locations within dungeons that allow you to scale until very much so. In buildings with her spider webs, she could be used as distinguished spots. Oh god, I jumped. I did not mean to jump, but I jumped. Give me my item! I totally skipped over that tutorial. Lily tips. Lily excels in ranged attacks and healing spells. Buggy skill. At the end of each turn, she may inflict a small amount of damage to nearby foes. She may also nullify the status effects action speed down additionally. If you are victorious with Lily in your party, everyone's HP may be replenished. During exploration, if you find doors with vines, she may melt the vines in order to open the path. Throughout each dungeon are points that you can collect. Venture in and out of the rooms within each dungeon to make markers reappear. Any items found can be sold later, but keeping them may come in handy later. Oh, there you are. I failed. I wonder if I can get it correct, but if I can't, then I can't. Wait, no. Let's see here. There it is. I'm trying to keep track of the skills that I have. This Troy Bloom. Because I want to that. Yes! Ping pong! Sorry, that was me. Are you saying that? Okay. Did you seriously just heal? Do I want to do that or do? But I want. What do I need in order to get thing? This is the thing I want. I didn't get it. No. I was off. Field Jack. If you use the field bug less than 50%, you can receive support from Arta Mizunashi. Let's be proactive on listening. The field bugs. Depending on the progression, the game Arta may automatically obtain a new skill. Use Arta's cheat codes to access a variety of helpful abilities. When using his cheats, our field bugs will spawn. Okay, there we go. Slightly turn it. Bonk. Okay. Lumineso. But I do have Charlie Sharp. I do have Mimetic. Pain and suffering. I know. I didn't notice its tail. No, we're on the same side. Okay. Yes. I'm trying to get it to where Lily will restore SP. That's what I'm trying to do with her. And for Sheena, I'm trying to get Lumineso, which is there's only so much I can do with Rapuka until she gets more SP. She has Revive. She has Knitted. Fernan, Emma. And even with items, her SP doesn't really go up that high. Camp! Shop. That's the HP up. I really want people's SP up right now.
Is this okay? Thank you. You called for me? Be careful out there.
Oh, we actually go here. We had them in their bathing suits. Of course, she doesn't have one. Magic defense and attack. Defense, HP. Wow, okay. I guess I gave her a bit of SP. Because now she has more SP than anyone. Oh, good day. At least I can say hello. I am aware that you know who I am, but my name is Rapuka. Call me whatever you like. I suspect that you would soon forget about me. Some would call it a cause for concern. Some. Enough about that. You might be wondering why I'm here or why I'm traveling with the others, aren't you? I mean, the others don't even seem to recognize. I, too, am alarmed by their indifference. Something about this strikes me as odd. Have you any idea? You do, don't you? It's because you were the one who summoned me here, right? I should have known better than to expect an answer from you. Fine, so be it. You summoned me here to assist these measly fools in battle, is that correct? Don't worry, I won't stab them in the back from now. That is, be sure to speak with me now and then, so I won't change my mind. Good day. You're still scary, but I like you. Hehe. Isn't it funny, Mr. Enigma? We never had a chance to walk around like this. Just the two of us, huh? Really? I guess you're right, but what's gotten into you? I just can't get over how adorable you are in your current form. Who would have guessed you could be so huggable? That's a good boy. No, don't, stop. Look at this cuteness. Okay, now we're gonna go. The coordinates are, hey, are you picking me up? Hey, stop it. Oh, come on, why not? It's just like I'm actually touching you, okay? Ready? I'm gonna toss you up. Hey, even if we're just speaking through an intercom, it's not right. I mean, I can still get motion sickness, you know. The two of you seem quite close. No, your relationship is rather intriguing. Oh, well, you see, also, what Sheena had said about your current form is begolging to me. Huh? Silly me, did I say that? Fine, this conversation doesn't leave us. Got it, ladies? What, Mr. Enigma, what are you about to say? Only with Sheena's help am I able to exist in this world without a problem. What do you mean by that? I can't go into detail, but this whole get-up has a lot of limitations, so it's not my primary form, if you will. Whenever I'm in a bind, Sheena has to help me. In actuality, these roles are reversed. Oh, I see. Would it be fair to describe the two of you as associates then? Associates. I suppose that would work. Mr. Enigma is always sharing his insight with me. Amazing how touching it is. Isn't it wonderful to have someone supporting you that you can just support in return? Indeed, that's why I consider myself lucky knowing Sheena. For knowing Sheena. Mr. Enigma, well, right back at you. Hey, you two, the two of you are really close. That's alright. Looks like she bought it. I might look like a bear, but you can think of me as something of a parent to her. Parent? My, is that so? You're more playful than parents usually are with their children. Hey, Lily, don't listen to him. Oh, look how much she's grown since I've last seen her. Could you tell me what Sheena was like as a child? Sure thing, I need to brush up on the old photo album, but maybe one day. Mr. Enigma, stop. Enough of the dad jokes already. Mizunaishi, is she really an NPC? What do you mean? I have a hard time believing that an AI could be as responsive or observant as she is. I can't choose any of this. two. I'll leave this up to you guys.
One or two. I'll leave this up to you guys.
Okay, got one for two. Two going once. Two going twice. Two
Two going twice.
sold.
Two.
Well, this range of expressions could be attributed to a bug of some kind, as if they could be alternating her emotional limiters. I see, so because of the bugs, you think the AI could be evolving in a way we didn't anticipate. I believe it. I've heard some AGL engineers discuss the creation of the operating system that governs their nuanced emotions and decision makings. Who would ever think that we could witness actual brain processes inside an AI game? We could make an even better game with this someday. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, but the idea of developing a new title is exciting. I'd like to work on that project if it ever comes. Thank you. Well, I'm going to keep an eye on Lily for now. Before we do Lily, I'm going to save. Okay. Are you okay, Lily? You've been through a whole lot, so try not to push yourself. Thank you kindly for your concern, but I'm fine now. That's good to hear. Even though I know she's just an NPC, I still worry. Maybe she knows rubbing off on me. Hehe, you needn't worry yourself. Having to say farewell a parent in this world isn't as rare as it should be. I know. Would you mind if I change the subject? There's something I've always wondered about. What is it? What is your relationship between you and Sheena? What do you mean by relationship? We're just a bear and a girl, that's all. No, you're a man and a woman, are you not? One or two. One being that can't be, two being keep it together. You guys really don't interact much. Two. You're doing two again? Are you a 2-2 today?
You're doing two again? Are you a 2-2 today?
2-2. Gotta go with the choo-choo. Okay, here we go. 2 it is. And put my controller in the charger. Not at all, we're just a bear and a girl, so certainly nothing more than that. Is that so? I'll take your word for it that you wouldn't slip. Then, how unfortunate. Actually, there's something that shouldn't have. Okay, but seriously, she's just an NPC. I swear to God, Lily. I swear to God.
Swear to God, Lily. I swear to
Alright, I gotta open it from the other side.
the other side.
They're too powerful. What are we gonna do about all the martyrs? What do we do, Sheena?
The martyrs. What do we do, Sheena?
We're gonna kick some butt. That's what we're gonna do.
We're gonna kick some butt. That's what we're gonna do.
Coming for you. Let's go.
Okay, so we have Charlie Sharp. What else should we try to do? Oh, right, we're trying to get Luminous. Oh, that's right.
Oh, wait.
Bum, 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 bum. Meh. Bleh. One hit KO. No, he doesn't ever go far enough.
No, he doesn't ever go far
But
enough.
she got her skill. That's all that matters.
But she got. That's all that matters.
Okay. Hey Lily, you okay? Yes, somehow. What? Did something just spew
Somehow. What?
out from the barter's mouth? Whatever it is, it sounds heavy. Doesn't it
From
look?
the barter's mouth? Whatever
Doesn't
is,
it? Look at the
sounds
way
heavy.
it grows.
No.
It radiates with color,
Doesn't it?
almost
Look
like a
at the way it
rainbow.
grows.
Whoa, that
Radiates with
the
color,
stone,
almost
it's
like a
moving.
rainbow.
Huh? You're right.
Whoa,
What could it be?
Huh? You're right. What could it be?
I don't want to know. It must be a source of corruption. The actual bug that's been driving these monsters to the brink of insanity. More like a parasite. A parasite? Bug-a-goo-goo. Beep-beep-beep-beep-beep. Huh? What's the matter, little one? Bugoo. Something wrong? It's the parasite. Oh, they're staring at it. Oh. They immediately bolted over to the parasite and began feasting upon it. Hey, don't do that. Wait a minute. I've seen this before. Nom nom nom. Kyoko, Kyoko. Kyo, 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 kyo. Wow, okay. You think they were famished? Look at how eagerly they're wolfing it down. This parasite seems to operate similar to how those bugs do, by finding a host and siphoning away its energy as substance. Sheena's bug did the same thing with the executioner. Maybe they have a preference for eating one of their own. You mean like cannibalism? Ah, right, but don't you remember, Sheena? It wasn't until after your Tomo bug ate the executioner that you transformed, thereby powering you up. No, in fact, I barely remember anything about that day. All I knew was that I started feeling a massive stomach ache, and before I realized it, the enemy was gone. I watched that unfold. It was a tantalizing display. You looked beautiful back then, there, Sheena. Lily, you should be glad she's. I swear. Oh, really?
Where?
Yes, I found myself entranced by how gorgeous your
really?
attire was.
Yes,
I
found
mean, you're
myself
always
entranced
stunning,
by
of
how
course,
gorgeous
but
your
this
attire
was no
was.
exception.
I mean, you're always
But
stunning, of
Sheena
course,
was
but
wearing
this was no exception.
nothing.
But Sheena was wearing
Ah,
nothing.
I can't get myself to utter those words aloud. How can I
I can't
possibly
get
tell
myself
her
to
that the
utter
image
those
of her
words
half-naked
aloud.
body
How
is
can I
burned into my
possibly tell her
mind?
that the image of her half-naked body is burned into my mind?
Oh, Lily, Lily, there's too much gayness going on. Can you keep it under control? This is a serious matter that we are trying to deal with. I love you, but keep it under control, ma'am. By the way, this is how I always am. What's the matter, Lily? You look a beet red. Nothing, don't mind me. Well, anyway, let's find more parasites for the bugs to feed on if we can. As of now, it seems that the most recent meal bore no change. However, depending on what parasites, like assume it might boost you again. Which leads to a whole BV of new questions. I should look more deeply into this. Okay. It's just key that just. And I'll have to get back to that point. I gotta go. Going over loopy loops. Not a fan. Okay. Now that I have Luminous, though. Look it in Luminous. Look it in Luminous. And that would work. It's gonna take a bit to get that. Okay. Also, some of the skills that they have are locked for level wise. This is a picture of a park with a ghost. Is this painting real? My word, look at the attention to detail. It's extraordinary. This isn't a painting, it's called a photograph. The images burn onto a roll of film. Film? Photograph? What are these things you speak of? I have never heard of them before. You found a photo? Ah, you startled me. Oh, sorry, Lily. Wait. How did you find this, Sheena? Give it here. Okay. This is somewhere outdoors. Whose photo is this? I feel like I've seen it before. There's something to the old-looking monuments arranged throughout the image. Might this be the work of a royal sculptor? Oh, that's called a slide. Wait, isn't this Yamabushi Park? Yamabushi Park? Yeah, it's kind of a place they talk about in the urban legends of being haunted. How would a photo of the park exist on the side? Wait, is that true? Afraid so. In fact, Toki was the one who showed me this photo. It's practically famous. See, look, there's a shadow behind the slide. A creepy woman lurking in a kimono. Ah! What's going on? Just Throw the picture away. Why would you even say that? Are you alright? Lily, Mr. Enigma is bullying me. What? You call that bullying? Hehe, Sheena's so adorable. Don't worry about a thing. I'm right here. There's nothing to be afraid about. Thanks, Lily. That's so sweet of you. Unlike Mr. Enigma over here. Hey, I wasn't trying to spook you out. I'm just pointing out how strange it is that a photo from an old goose story would somehow generate in World Odyssey, you know. Generate? Uh-oh. We're speaking too openly in front of Lily. Well, for starters, everything you're saying is whizzing far above my head, but the technology alone fascinates me. Yes, of course, I find it fascinating too. Only artists from where I was born could use it. Amazing, don't you think? Quite. I cannot help but marvel at this portrait. It takes my breath away. Perhaps, if this technology were to reach hardest, then I could speak with my father whenever I wanted to. Lily, my apologies. I was feeling overly sentimental. No, don't apologize, Lily. It's natural for you to express worry about the king. Let's do what we can to save him. I'm a frantic saver in this game for a reason. Thank you, Sheena. Mizunaishi, what do you make of the photo? Well, it's difficult to say. Images like that don't just appear in game. This is far too specific. I'd have to have been a random bug or something. At the moment, there is not enough information for us to explain how this could happen. I think the sun's peeking up on my side. I'm going to do a bit of digging to see how the photo got here. Maybe, just maybe it'll provide some clues as to how we can find where your body is too. Thank you so much, Mizunaishi. I'm counting on you. Leave it to me. Ghost photo has been acquired. So Clea's special ability actually gets us to get rid of this thing. But we have to wait till we actually get her. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun.
Let's go.
Let's look it in. Luminous.
All right.
Oh shit, I missed one.
It's over. I'll tear you apart.
Got a shooting game. I like Mizunashi's stuff. It's just a whole bunch of random stuff. Palace Key 1 acquired. Palace Key 2 acquired. Thermal Ether. Beautiful bathroom, by the way. Okay. In order for Sheena to get much further, Arta has to do some investigating. Gotcha. Yes, I am using a guide. Because I'm weird. Okay, and it kept all the stuff from my first playthrough. We're gonna go and have some fun. I gotta do it. Luckily, there was no one hovering around my home. The press doesn't seem to know where I live yet. I kept myself discreet as I crept over towards Yamabushi Park. I don't believe in ghosts, nor am I interested in proving their lack of existence. However, for someone like me, there was something in the air, something cold, bitter, lingering in the stillness of this decrepit park. I tried standing in different locations, trying to look back and forth the photo in the park to make sure I was gazing from the right angle. For some reason, though, something turned in my stomach as if there was something staring me away from the recreating this haunted photo.
Oh, it's you come here to take pictures too? Oh, sorry. Did I sneak up on you? My bad. I'm Anjo. I'm a barista at the cafe across the street. You heard of it? It's called the Night Owl.
Your hair makes you look like an owl.
Cafe?
There he was, a druggy-looking gentleman with a smile as full as his gut. His eyes glowed with kindness, and for whatever reason, I felt like I could trust him.
Hi, I'm Mizunashi. Sorry for screaming. Please, it was my fault for startling you. It seems like lately there have been swarms of people trying to take pictures of the park. I just figured you might be a horror junkie like me. Oh, well, you see, I actually was interested in taking photos of the haunted park. I see. Are you an artist or something, Mizunashi? Oh, not an artist. I do work in a creative field. I'm a video game developer. Video games? That's amazing! I'd be happy to help you in any way I can. That'd be great. I was looking up some info about this park online. Turns out I actually won a single search. I swear I couldn't avoid reading posts online about this park at the beginning of the year. Now,
I think I'll probably end at 3 today instead of 4.
so you've noticed too. There's a global shift occurring, my friend. One that is being carefully orchestrated in our corner of the world. Only the chosen few are granted the chance to witness it unfold. You're a lucky man, Mizunashi. The online occult communities have been buzzing about this phenomenon since forever. But all of a sudden, every article, blog post, or photograph related to it vanished. It sounds like a conspiracy theory, but it's true. According to some rumors floating around, all online search engines began censoring any results related to this unknown shift. Those words were later referred to as the truth fragments. Those in possession know how the world works. Supposedly, the human brain can't even process this information without entering catatonic shock. There's some fishy stuff going on. Honestly, we're probably better off not knowing what goes on behind the curtain in this world. One person should be heard for that. Consider that Yamabushi Park is one of the truth fragments in question. Now, my friend, you too know the truth. Your face is a little close to mine. Oh, pardon me. Sorry. Be careful not to stick your nose where it doesn't belong, okay?
He's already doing it though. His Anjo character was soft-spoken, but he was convincing nonetheless. His words were coaxing me, seeping into my brain with his sincerity. All of a sudden, it felt like something cold had touched my neck. and my entire body shivered from fear.
Kidding. I scared you pretty good back there, didn't I? I was just messing around. I myself love the conspiracy theory. Anything to get the old noggin working. How crazy would it be if ghosts really existed, right? You see, we unfortunately can't get enough of cryptids and conspiracy, especially when given the opportunity to give fresh faces like you a real good. I'll pass on the scary stories for now. So, is there
I'll
any
be
chance
ending
you
in
could
like
tell me
3
more about
minutes.
this?
So it's all good.
I guess I owe you for pulling your chain earlier. Would you mind
He
letting
took
me
out my phone. He took my phone from my hand, walked in front of the swing set, and put the camera into position.
What do you make of this? Hey, that's it. That's the angle. Looks just like the photos I've seen of this place.
Okay, that's fine.
Cool, right? Then you just push the shutter button and ta-da! One haunted photo. Come. I don't believe it. I could have sworn that really was someone's shadow underneath the slide.
This time I walked straight towards the slide. Anjo walked along a similar path, but instead of stopping where I had, he stopped in front of the grassy area.
Right there. Hitting this small rock in the shot. From this angle, looks like any old park. If you lean this way and get the lighting just right, doesn't it look like someone's standing right behind the slide? You for real? Wow, that's exactly it. Once you know how the sausage is made, it's a bit like, really? Still neat. The only thing mysterious about this is the question of when this rock was placed here. I don't think this park originally, I don't know if it was unlawfully dumped or if someone put it here after the fact. Maybe, though. If you ever want the scoop on more stories like these, go ahead and pay me a visit at the cafe. Have a
After
nice
he
day.
said his piece, the man walked briskly towards the cafe across the street.
Well, that was informative. Still have zero clue why that photo would appear in the world's odyssey. Like closer to finding Cheetah's body. Untrained eye can see the ghost. Untrained eye knows how it appears. I can't believe that
Upon
there are
closer
ghosts just
examination on the
walking
rock, I noticed some etchings on it. Okay, and we'll be stopping stream here for today, as I have plans in an hour to play rank and IDV. But before that, I want to get my game dailies done, so I don't do them while playing IDV and irritate my friends even more. I will be streaming on Tuesday or I'll be streaming Wednesday. I'll be either streaming this game or Withering Waves. I haven't decided exactly yet, but we'll see then. Until then, see you guys another time. Bye bye.